it's always fun to have children around. They're definitely the next generation. So to see interest or excitement from kids, and this was a 3-year-old and a 6-year-old, is a lot of fun. And these little girls knew something about gardening from their public school, and so they brought their gardening kits and they helped to plant radishes and cilantro and lettuce, and that's fun. Some of them don't even realize that they get their food from a plant that grows out of the ground. So that's kind of fun. Or to have them taste things and smell things. We have a lot of, when those kids were here, we had some currants that were growing. They were ripe, so they were checking out the currant bushes. And we have our resident snakes right now that are living in the currant bushes. They didn't see the snakes, thank goodness. Not then, anyway. But we have blueberry bushes nearby, so yeah, kids love that stuff. And the peas were ready to be harvested when they were here, so who doesn't like picking peas and eating a snap pea off the vine? So that's a lot of fun. And I think, as you're implying, Sam, the next part of that changing and that cyclical nature is you are, teaching the next generation, and part of teaching is establishing a sense of love for it first. And the only way to get that love is to get your hands dirty and get in it. It starts in February, and now we are in August, and there's this cyclical nature to it all. So I've gotten pretty good at the successions of the sowing of different vegetables and predicting what we're going to use and what I need throughout the season, what I can freeze, what I can if I'm doing any canning. So all of that is pretty straightforward. But we've begun to harvest I'd say about a month ago. And it gets to the point where it's just kind of overwhelming, because I'm out here, and even though I might not be planting, I'm probably I'm picking a lot, and I'm weeding, and I'm tending, and then when I'm picking, I have to bring it in the house, and then I have to process it. So typically the kitchen is just overrun with the counter with food that I've cleaned and I'm waiting to bag up or to blanch so that I can freeze it, and that goes on for almost 2 months. So here we are again, I said earlier, August 3rd, and we're kind of at the height of that. So I'd say it starts in February, you're building, and then you get to that point of August, and it's like, oh my gosh, I can't take this anymore. And that's an emotional kind of place too, or just like an energy level, I'd say, rather. But yeah, there's this getting back to that plateau. I've noticed that cyclical nature for sure, where you're building not only in the workload and the height of the workload, but you're really building in that anticipation and that excitement, and then everything plateaus at some point. And then it diminishes as the end of the summer and the early fall come. But so far, that hasn't prevented me from getting excited sometime around December, that to start thinking about what am I going to do differently and what seeds am I going to plant, and looking at the catalogs. And it's been a good year, but we're on the downswing now. It's August.